Warm greetings to all my relations. This is George Shears. It's August 24th, 2026, and I want to share my longest of ever poem with all who are listening now. The title of this piece is In Praise of Seeing the Light. How strange it seems, to say the least, that our common sense has been so decreased, that most of us remain unaware that our loving sun shines everywhere. If you very thoroughly check this out, I'm quite certain that you'll have no doubt that with our equally clever Mother Earth, to all that has lived, they've given birth. I'll do my very best here to explain, within the limits of my aged brain, precisely how what I claim is true, that I hope will provide you a fresh new view. The sun is our universal source of light. For over 4 billion years, it's been shining bright. 50 million years later, Mother Earth took form. And that was the beginning of their perfect storm. Shortly thereafter, primitive oceans began, in what may well have been a key part of the plan. Then, from chemical compounds, just how, we don't know, primitive bacteria somehow managed to grow. By 2 billion years ago, a major quantum leap was then made that later would give rise to a fabulous cascade. Through endosymbiosis, mitochondria were swallowed by larger host cells that set the stage for all of what then followed. This monumental merger completely changed the course of life. Mitochondria became more versatile than a Swiss Army pocket knife. To all single-celled life forms, they gave the requisite energy need to evolve into endless animals, plants, and humans at light speed. Please understand that all of them are living forms as well, and they number in the thousands in many of our body's single cells, from 0 in red blood cells up to 100,000 in oocytes. They supply the needed energy to meet our cells' varied appetites. Equally important is how they each pass on their 37 total genes through only the egg cells of our bodies, omitting the sperm as a means. Our maternal mitochondria, then, is our sole source of their DNA. And in tracing our deep human history, it's provided the only way. I'll now provide a primer of how our mitochondria create. But I must warn you in advance, you'll need to deeply concentrate. First, through photosynthesis, the sun's energy in plants creates unique bodies called chloroplasts in a very special loving dance. Then, when animals eat these plants, they're broken down within their cells. This sets a stage for mitochondria to enact their magic spells. They extract the stored chemical energy and convert it to ATP, short for adenosine triphosphate, which it does completely free. This unfolds in 3 linked stages, a major blessing to behold. First, glycolysis splits sugar into pyruvate, a minor step when all is told. The Krebs cycle then further breaks down the pyruvate, releasing CO2, and loads high energy electron molecules into this energetic brew. Third, and most importantly, comes the electron transport chain. Embedded in the mitochondria's inner wall, it's a bit challenging to explain. It passes electrons through a series of complex proteins, if you can picture that. It uses the energy then to pump these proteins to their outside habitat. I'll spare you the complex details of how this all amazingly transpires. Suffice it to say, these mitochondria are much like many billions of little fires, each of them like a miniature sun, shining brightly within our cells. I hope I'm getting my main point across by ringing these wake-up bells. Just like our sun, they shine unconditionally through our bodies far and wide. As this transparent truth comes into full view, I hope it's been worth the ride. I also hope this poetic monologue that long-windedly I have spun will help you join me in seeing the light that we and all life forms are the sun. A further conclusion that is equally clear and more awesome to fully embrace is, just like our sun's unconditional love, we are all loving awareness full of grace. Moreover, which is abundantly and self-evidently very clear, we're all seamlessly one, and thus all equally dear. With this crystal clear right view, then, as we all behold this brilliant light and reclaim it as our birthright, may it end our long, dark night. May it increasingly shine brightly as this new view becomes unfurled. And may it then become the guiding star of a fully awakened world. Namaste.